Hello everyone and welcome back again to my channel. It's me again, Miss Christine. Thank you so much for being here. Well, if you notice, I don't have my little Audrey today because for some reason she wants to sleep in her bed, but it's okay. Now, in today's episode, we are going to talk about two topics. One is what are the most common mistakes when introducing the 5 vowel letters or the 5 short vowel sounds. The second is I'd like to talk about the most common and frequently asked question by parents and teachers during seminars and phonics training. All right, now we all know that we have 5 vowel letters, which are A, E, I, O, U. All right, now the short sound of these vowel letters are A, E, O, and A. Okay, now in my experience in teaching, things that I encounter are like this. When they're introducing the short vowel sound a, they will say a airplane. Second, they will say eagle. Third, ice cream, or owl, or uniform. Now, those are absolutely wrong. Now, because the short vowel sound is a, so you cannot say airplane because airplane is a long air sound, right? Air is a trigraph and what we call 3 letters, 1 sound, and it's not a short vowel sound. So that is wrong. Second, we don't say eagle because EA is a long E sound. Same as I, we can't say ice cream because I is a long vowel sound again. And OW, in fact, has 2 sounds. One is O for snow, for bow, and the other one is ow for cow and bow, all right? For this instance, owl, OW, ow is a long sound, okay? And the third one is uniform. Again, U is a long sound, not a short sound. So that is one of the most, I wouldn't say annoying, but it's very incorrect. And why am I addressing this issue? I'm addressing this, it's so important that we have to reinforce the correct vocabulary of each sound. Merely because if we are going to keep saying ice cream or eagle, the children will have to repeat that and they will remember that kind of idea that they are the same. So when you're introducing the concept of long vowel, they're going to get confused because from the very beginning, you're already giving them the impression that short and long vowel sounds are the same. All right? So please, we need to avoid those things because they're very, very incorrect. All right? Thank you so much. And the second one, I'm going to talk about, these are the most common questions. You know, we have different kinds of phonics curriculum. We have Read, Write, Incorporate, Jolly Phonics, we have Osborne Phonics Program, we have Letterland Phonics Program, and also even every schools have their own in-house phonics program. Now, a lot of the parents would ask me after or even before my info session or my phonics training session, they're always, even the PTA or parents teachers appointment, they will express to me like, Miss Christine, I am so worried that my child is going to get confused when they're exposed to different kinds of phonics curriculum or program. Now, they are not going to get confused at all. I will give an example. If a child goes to a language center and they have their own phonics program in their own school, let's say in their own school she has Letterland Phonics Program, and in her language center that she goes to every weekend or every weekdays, she is using Read, Write, Incorporate. Now these two, whether it's Read, Write, Jolly Phonics, Letterland, they're all synthetic phonics. They have the same objectives, which is to acquire and learn the skills how to blend and decode, to help reading and writing. So they are not gonna get confused. Letter A is always going to be an A sound, AI is going to be an A sound, or IGA is going to be an I sound. Now, the only difference between these phonics program are they have different kinds of workbook. They have their own character, like they have Letterland for Annie Apple, Bouncy Ben, Clever Cat. Read, Write, Incorporate is different. So Jolly Phonics have their own songs. For instance, Annie on an apple, Annie on an apple, and Letterland, they have their different songs as well. So just the character, just the storybook, just the bookwork exercises they're using. Other than that, the objective, the mission, they're all the same, so they're not gonna get confused. Okay? So that's it, everybody, for today. Please avoid the common mistakes when introducing short vowel sounds. And second, do not forget that they're not gonna get confused on being when being exposed to different kinds of curriculum. Oh, before I forget, now a lot of the parents would ask me, what is the most perfect, not perfect, but appropriate age to learn phonics program? Now, personally, as a phonics teacher and as a phonics coordinator, I always suggest at the age of 3, all right? Because 3, their comprehension is starting. Their motor skills are much better than 2.5. However, I do not recommend to blend the sounds or start blending at the age of 3 years old, because that's highly impossible, unless they're very, very smart. Because you can only start blending or combining sounds together when they can recognize the sound. If they can recognize letter B as B, R as R, R as R, I as A, then you can do B, B, E, Bri, okay? Now this is a diagram. That's an example. But if the child cannot recognize single sounds, such as this one, if they don't recognize H, I, M and their corresponding sound, there's no point of blending because it's going to be too overwhelming for them. Okay? Now, 2.5, you can basically introduce the concept of the letter A, their letter formation, and their corresponding sound. I usually tend to use this A is for apple, apple. B is for bull, bull. Some of the consonants in that song is not correct, but the song itself is really catchy. You just have to correct it and do the okay? Just change it. But the song itself is really, really good. Okay? Now 3 is really a good way to start. 2.5, teach them the concept, the letter formation, the alphabet, and also while you're doing, you're also slowly expanding their vocabulary and exposing them to the different corresponding sound of each letter. All right? That's it. Well, thank you, everybody, and I hope that's informative, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!